Hey guys, welcome to Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. Welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you everybody for watching and subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, think about joining the fam here. Hit 4,000 subscribers last week. That was a good feeling. And yeah, it was just, anytime you hit a new milestone, anytime in life, whether it's your kid's 6-year-old, 6-year-old kid's tooth falling out or whatever, it's like a new thing in life, And but anyway, it was a good feeling. So thank you for that, and having a ball, learning a lot. Just the Americana, the traditional, that stuff. It's an acquired taste. Seriously is. And once you acquire it, though, forget about it. There's almost like no going back. With that said, I'm doing a reaction today to a song that a lot of you have requested, but not by these artists. You requested Seven Spanish Angels by Ray Charles and Willie Nelson. And when I went to go grab a version of that song, I couldn't download it. And it wouldn't let me download it. I don't know why. I'll work on that. But what I could download, and these are no lightweights by any means, Allison, Krauss, and Jamey Johnson doing it live. So I'm like, I'm going to do it. So here's the deal. You guys, these are the folks who had requested this song specifically by Ray and Willie. And, but, I just explained why we're going to get Jamey and Allison, or Allison and Jamey, depending on how you like to say it. But Sarah Gajardo, Logan Schrapf, Cara Bragg, Jose Lopez, Kyle Mitchell, Sabrina King, Tim Forston, Courtney Logsden, and Justin Pruschel. All of you guys requested this song, and I think, Justin, you requested it first a year ago. So when I do my shout-outs, I'll go into the comments section, and there's a search function in there where I can search all the comments. You might even be able to do it too. I'm not sure if it exists, but I know it's me, it's my channel, so I can do certain things that you can't. I can see certain things you can't. But in any case, I'll do a search function and I'll type in like Seven Spanish Angels or just Spanish Angels, that broadens it. And then I'll see anybody who's in there that's requested it or mentioned it. And I was like, whoa, there are a lot of posts that mention this. And so I had to read through them all. So that's how I do it. And then I saw, oh, look at the number of folks. But that's how I also found out. It said like 1 year. I think I'm remembering this correctly, Justin, that if you even see this, but that you'd requested it a year ago. So shout out to you and everybody else who's requested it. And we're going to do this. I did one other song that Allison was in. I think she was doing something with Vince Gill. And I, as everybody, including Vince himself, were just spellbound, just watching her sing. And the way she said, I forget the song though, goodness gracious. But anyway, let's do this. Seven Spanish Angels, Jamey Johnson and Alison Krauss.
For this next song, I'm pleased to be joined by Jamey Johnson.
Jimmy. And Willie, this is in honor of Willie.
One of the great mutual admiration societies in musical history was the one between Willie and Ray Charles.
That Ray's family?
I'm pretty proud to be here with Allison Krauss tonight to do our version of Willie and Ray's Seven Spanish Angels. He looked down into her brown eyes, said, say a prayer for me. She threw her arms around him, whispered, God will keep us free. They could hear the riders coming, He said, this is my last fight. If they take me back to Texas, they won't take me back alive. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne. And 7 Spanish angels took another angel home.
I don't know what happened.
She reached down and picked the gun up that lay smoking in his hand. She said, Father, please forgive me. I can't make it without my man. And she knew the gun was empty, and she knew she couldn't win. But her final prayer was answered when the rifles fired again. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne. And 7 Spanish angels took another angel home.
There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun.
Unreal.
When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne. And 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne. And 7 Spanish angels took another angel home.
You know, I've never been one to like cliches, not just lyrically. I don't live as one either. And there are many identifiable parts in my life that, that I won't be a cliche. Just, I can't. I don't like normal, so to speak, or ordinary or whatever. And I don't think I'm unique in that, but I do have a sense of extremism in me that's in ways, I mean, it's a quiet. I'm not an in-your-face type of guy, but I'm going to live my way. In fact, I'll die my way before I live yours. And that's how intent I am on having my own, not my own way in life. I don't insist other people do things my way. I don't, but when anybody tries to impose on me anything, I resist that because I'm not having it, and I'm not alone. And I know there are other folks like that. And I don't have an FU type mentality. It's just for whatever reason, and I used to worry about it, that extremism was bad, wrong, I'm just stubborn, I'm prideful, whatever you want to categorize. And I came to accept a few years back that that's just me. We're all created a unique way. And one of the things that this causes me to see is cliches. I get it. Other people speak in cliches. It's like, oh, where does the time go? It's like, well, there's no way you were saying that when the time sucked, because time drags on like that. But we hear it and we're like, oh, it's just something we say, and fine. Other people say it. I get it. I look at the heart behind it and all that. It's not me. Almost never will you hear me utter a cliche. And so I spot them. And when I hear a song like this, that was the backdrop, the precursor to this song, I stand in amazement. I'm like, somebody sat down, wrote those words like in the valley of the gun. And it could just blow right past us, put it that way, if you don't think about how abnormal that lyric is. And 7 Spanish angels, not 7 angels around the throne or whatever, but Spanish angels. That's the way they communicated, in a sense, the feel of this song. The Latina feel to this song, and being brought back to Texas Alive. I don't know what led to this. Were these bad folks, and yet it's a beautiful ode to bad people? Or was it a prejudice thing? What went wrong here? And she's like, I'm not going on without my man. Gun was empty, but the second round of rifle fire came, and that was it for her too. There was another line in there. I'm going to have to listen to this again, but of course, because you guys had all requested the Ray Charles and Willie Nelson rendition or version, that's a male-male song. Listening to a male-female go with it, where Allison is singing from the female perspective, it makes it a lot more believable. Although I have no doubt Ray and Willie made it believable too, or you wouldn't be requesting it. But, when Allison sings, it's like she's an angel singing it as well. It's like, what was that story about the 12 vocalists? Was it Greek mythology? Or Roman, I think it was Greek mythology. It began with an S. Gosh, I'll think of it. Oh my gosh! But anyway, it made the sailors turn their boats around, and then they did whatever they did to them that wasn't good. But what a gorgeous song! Holy cow! I'm glad we got to see them singing it too, and I'm glad Jamey Johnson was part of this too, because he's relatively new on the scene, compared to Ray and Willie, So. What a life story. I don't know what the backstory is. They didn't say, whether these were outlaws running and they got brought back, or whether misunderstanding or prejudice. I don't know. But Alison Krauss, when she involves herself in a song, it like bumps it up to the stratosphere. I've learned that. So we're going with a 9.5. One of my highest ratings, how do you improve on that song? They just left stuff out where it needed to be left. You needed to feel it. You're let to feel in a song like this. You got the steel guitar. They didn't overdo it with the backing vocalists. They got brought in toward the end, and even they were just sort of like melodic. They were nothing overpowering, and I appreciate that too, because I don't like things jammed down my throat. I like to be made to feel and think. And man, there weren't a lot of lyrics in this song either, and yet you felt every single bit of it. So great recommendation, guys. I hope I didn't miss anybody, but I'm going to run through the list again of those that I did mention, because this is how I do it. But Sarah Gajardo, I hope I'm saying it correctly. But anyway, Logan Schrapp, Cara Bragg, Jose Lopez, Kyle Mitchell, Sabrina King, Tim Forston, Courtney Logsden, and Justin Pruschel. So I finally got to a request of yours, though it wasn't the rendition. I may get to the Ray and Willie Charles at some point if I can download it. Now I'm really curious to see what they did with it. But I hope you enjoyed that rendition. I mean, good Lord. I mean, unbelievable. So that's it. All right, guys, I hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like button, and we'll go from there. All right, have a great day, guys. See you on another video. Keep rocking the country.